Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for the big issue of Superior Spider-Man issue 30. Only one issue away until the end. And also, it does seem double-sized. It actually is not. They have a bonus book, which is Black Widow, which is smart, but I read Black Widow, so I didn't read it because I already read it. So, but if you haven't read Black Widow, I guess it gives you a chance to see if you want to get that. Hopefully they do that more. I like getting these free books, but most of them I already got, so oh well. But before I start talking about Superior Spider-Man, I do have a little update. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 31, and that's 41. And of course, that's the show where I review all the comics I've read this week in one show. And here are those comics, those exclusive comics. We got Hawkeye, issue 18. Furious, issue 3. The Bunker, issue 2. Rogue's Rebellion, issue 6. Red Lanterns, issue 29. Marvel Knights X-Men, which is the last issue. Hellboy's 20th Anniversary Sampler. The Wake, issue 7. And The Flash, issue 29. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno episode 41, which will be annotated. It's also on Comic Frontline. But let's talk about Superior Spider-Man issue 30. Yeah, this is the second to last issue till the end. Love the cover. Also, there's actually a lot of spoilers in this issue. So I'm going to do the first half, just explaining what the issue's about. I'm not going to let any spoilers out, just kind of give my general idea of the issue. And then the last part of this review, of course, will be discussing those big spoilers here. Or should I just... Yeah, I'm going to do it that way because I don't want to spoil it for you guys if you haven't read it. So really cool cover. Like the art. I don't think Segment... Yeah, it's Cameron Coley who does art, which I think he's one of the weaker ones who's on the Spider-Man title, which I don't even think he did the cover, but I do really like this cover, mostly for the coloring. I really like the fading outness of the mask and the background, so really like this cover. Let's see what's going on in the story. Really like that free book also. That was pretty good too. So in this issue we get to see that Anna Marie has been stolen, and Superior is going to try out to find any way to save her. And that's pretty much this whole issue without spoiling it. He does find out a way to try to save her, and will that be him? Maybe not. And then we do get a little tidbit of Liz Allen's life, and that's all I'm going to say without spoiling it. I'll get into spoilers, but really the two main things that happen here are pretty big spoilers, so I'll tell you when I get to that point. But overall, I really like this issue. I think it was a good issue. This was actually my pick of the week, so, the two things that do happen shocked me. Out of all the comics I read, I think it shocked me the most. Made me excited the most as a Spider-Man fan, so that's why it was my pick of the week. Now, I couldn't give it 5 stars because I feel that what did happen happened very quickly and was a little out of character for Superior Spider-Man. Again, if you stay for the spoiler portion, I'll explain that a little bit more. So I think that happened a little quickly, and also I really don't care about Spider-Man 2099. I don't think he needed to be in this issue at all. He didn't really need to be in the previous issue either. So I know they're trying to push that series that got announced today by Peter David, which I might give a try because it's Peter David and he actually created the character. But I don't know, I just don't really like the character that much. So him being in the beginning, they could have left more room for other things in this issue. So that's really, without spoiling anything, that's really my opinions on that. So if you guys don't want to don't want to hear any spoilers, I would leave the review now and then come back once you read the issue. But we are starting the spoiler portion. So let's talk about, I want to talk about who the Goblin probably is. It's not really obvious who the Goblin is, but it's a very, very big hint of who the Goblin is. It's not saying, hey, I'm the Green Goblin, take off my mask. But yeah, the mask is right next to her. Yeah, her. Which I was really shocked by, and I feel like we have talked on the live show about, but more as a joke. And for me, in the back of my head, I was like, yeah, that could be kind of possible. Like, I came across that idea, but most is like, yeah, it's gonna be Peter, which obviously it wasn't Peter. It's gonna be Norman, maybe. But then a lot of us are like, no, it's not gonna be Norman. It could be, not Normie, it could be Harry, maybe. A lot of us are guessing Harry, but it's actually Liz Allen. Totally shocked by this Liz Allen reveal because she's like, oh, I should put that away. And it's a Goblin mask. So it's obviously her. I mean, she's not playing Halloween dress up and being like, oh, I'm going to dress up as, my father-in-law who sucks. It's like, that's not going to happen. She's a Green Goblin. And, yeah, let's just talk about that. And then there's another thing, a big reveal here in this issue, too. So I love that reveal. I think it's great. It's protecting Normie. And if you go MC2 universe with me for a second. It's kind of weird because Normie was really turned good because of Liz. Liz was sick, you know, she was like the only good thing in his heart. So it's really weird now in the regular universe, yeah, Liz is like sucks. She's the goblin that's causing all this. But the one question I have is, how is she so smart? You know, we haven't really seen a Liz Allen arc in a really long time. You know, we really haven't seen a big arc with her. She's always been there. I mean, like, she's been with the Allen Chemical and all that. So she's always been a character that's there. And it seems like they always want to do some of these twists with her. In Ultimate Universe, they made her a mutant. It made her the daughter of Blob, which I love that story. It's one of my favorite Ultimate Universe stories. And now here, they're making her a Green Goblin, which I think really makes sense. You know, I don't know how she went crazy, say, hey, I want to become a Green Goblin. And I really hope we get that origin story of how hopefully the next issue, honestly, because I'm sure it's going to be double size, we get that story of how she went down this path, because I didn't see this coming. And it's her. It's definitely, she has the mask there. I mean, it's not like she took it off her face, but she's the Green Goblin. And I don't know why she's in two places at once, because there's also this train thing going on in this issue where I'm like, she doesn't look like Liz Allen. She's not acting like Liz Allen. How the hell is she so smart to know that Dr. Octopus is Spider-Man? That's the things I'm really intrigued about, and hopefully we'll learn as the issues go on. And that excited me. I love that. That really shocked me. I think that's a great reveal. Dan Slott did it again. Really love that. So the second thing is that we get to see Dr. Octopus doesn't, I guess he kind of finally finds out a little bit more about himself. He sees that his obnoxious, arrogant self is just this thing that really try to protect himself, and he knows he's not the best, and because he wants to save his loved one, he says, hey, Peter, you come back. Now, Peter actually has all his memories. It doesn't seem like he's going to have amnesia like we all guessed with Amazing Spider-Man. Maybe the twist is that he remembers about one more day, and Mary Jane doesn't. Mary Jane now has a boyfriend. Now, that would be really interesting as a Mary Jane fan. Would Dan Slott do it? I think maybe he would do it. I don't know if Marvel would accept it, though, because Joe Quesada is still, you know, kind of one of the editors. So I don't know if they would actually do it, but that would be pretty interesting if they do. It makes sense. He had all these memories come back, you know. I think it'd be interesting if they did that. I think that could be a cool twist. So that's kind of my guess. I think that he has his memories, so he's Peter again. Dr. Octopus wipes away. I have a feeling he'll come back somehow. Maybe it's with the Spider-Verse now that all the Spider people are coming back. Maybe some other way. I hope it doesn't like ruin it that they're like sharing a brain or something. I wouldn't want to see that, but he does disappear for now, and I don't know what direction they're going to go with that. But I did like it. Now, the only problem I really had, which I was talking about with, you know, trying not to spoil it, probably is that the way it happened. I thought it happened very quickly, him accepting Peter. You know, this whole entire series about, you know, I am obnoxious. I mean, I know it's his love, but I think they could have taken a little bit more pages to explain that. Like, again, you didn't need the Spider-Man 2009 part. You could have explained himself a little bit more, or had more of a monologue that really showed, hey, now I know what it's like to be a hero, or some, good monologue like that. I think that was something that was missing with the transition and going into Peter Parker. But Peter Parker's back, so yeah, I don't care how it happened. He's back. So that's one thing that just made me totally excited. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Again, besides those little mishaps in this issue, I loved it. It was, it had good reveals. Peter's back. Liz is the Goblin. Like, who knew there would be, like, a female Green Goblin like that? I don't know, but I think that's awesome. And then to be Liz Allen, who I think is such an underestimated character. And again, I think I've learned that from the Ultimate Universe even more. But she's a cool character. So, especially as the mother of Normie, I just really never saw that coming. So, really excited to see that origin story. I loved it. I gotta give this, again, 4.5. I can't give it 5 stars just because, I don't think it was a perfect issue the way it was laid out. But I love these reveals. I love this issue, though. It is one of my favorites of Superior Spider-Man. And I really can't wait for this next issue. I can't wait until Amazing Spider-Man. And, yeah, I think it's just going in an awesome direction, this series. So finally, I could say it's been a while, but Superior Spider-Man is my pick of the week. Really love this. It's such a good issue. But please tell me in comments below what you thought about, the reveals in this issue, and hope you guys enjoyed. So this is Comic You Know, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic You Know and the right situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.